That sounds sick.
So we are back with day 2 of the intercooler install on the VR-4. Today we hopefully should be able to get the rest of the cold side piping on, and now that the evap is all cleared out of there, we'll be able to fit the piping through there and back around, and then we'll also be able to actually mount up the front mount intercooler, and then all the piping, the other hot side piping on the other side, we have to finish connecting, which would go over here, down through this hole here, and mock up down here. We're gonna go ahead and get all of that finished up, and then we're gonna reinstall all the other components like the radiator, the oil cooler, all these other pieces that need to go back on before the car can run. And then I think I'm gonna do an oil change on the car while I have it on the jack stands and up in the air.
All right, so we are now to the fun part of the front mount intercooler, which is actually mounting the intercooler section. So we got the bracket all mocked up, and Rick, if you want to grab this side here, we can show them. It's basically going to mount to the radiator support here with these brackets. So 2 bolts on the top and then a couple on the bottom, and this thing will be up there tucked. So you think this is gonna work?
I hope so.
Before we tighten anything down, we're actually gonna go ahead and toss on the bumper, kind of get an idea for what this looks like, and then if everything is good, we will make bottom brackets, tighten that up, hook up the piping, and then continue on with the rest of this project. So this is super exciting. Here we go. The height is perfect. So definitely we can continue with that. As you guys see, it's not going all the way on, and that's because there's a bracket on the bumper here. So we're gonna go ahead and remove that. You guys can see that right there. And this thing looks perfect, dude. That's the perfect location.
Great.
Dang. Oh, everything is all mocked up here. This looks so badass. This thing is on here securely, which is cool. So Rick right now, he's actually gonna be notching this bumper here so that that piece can fit. Once that's done, we just got to remount the radiator with the coolant overflow, the bumper bar, and then we do have to find some mounting for this oil cooler, which we're actually think we're going to move it to where the stock intercooler was. So that seems to be a perfect place. There's plenty of slack. So we'll just fab up some brackets for that and start putting everything back together. Before we do anything, real quick, I'm just gonna wipe everything down. There is so much dirt and dust everywhere. I just wanna make sure everything is fresh when we put everything back together. All right, much better. You ready?
Let's see how this fits. Watch those oil cooler lines in there.
Now that everything is completely mocked up, we know we have all the right pieces in the right place. Now it's time to go ahead and start tightening down all of the clamps. So I'm gonna start with these 2 here, followed by those, kind of work my way completely around the intercooler until everything's done. So a lot has happened since our last update. We actually relocated the oil cooler to this side where the original intercooler was. We actually reused some of the bracketry that it came with. Come on, focus. So that should be fine. We shouldn't have any issues there. And all the couplers are now tight. This thing looks so badass. So the next step, I believe, is to start putting back the radiator, then the battery, and we're gonna figure out that evap system as well.
We're making some really good progress getting this thing buttoned back up and put back together. We actually did a relocation for the EVAP, and the EVAP fits perfectly right here above the intercooler piping. We just took a few worm clamps and opened them up, and this thing is really secure, really solid. So I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall the radiator. We got the radiator installed. We actually had to loosen this up a little bit to push it in, and then we were able to slot the radiator right into place. So we're just going ahead and hooking everything up now, hooking up the radiator lines, and then we'll refill with coolant.
Might as well do an oil change. Oh, this is in the worst location.
That's some nasty looking oil.
Well, this is the seafoam oil.
Yeah.
So, good thing we're doing this now, although my hands are covered. Okay, so fast forward a couple of hours. We have almost everything bolted in, but we have another obligation tonight, so we could not finish. Literally everything is 100% ready to go. We did have a problem though. Unfortunately, we didn't film it, but we went to fill up the coolant, and a lot of the coolant fell down on the ground. So, upon inspection, it looks like the radiator got damaged when we put it in. So the clearance is really tight here. We did have a little bit of a tough time squeezing everything in. So, unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to replace the radiator, but that's okay. We will try to find an aluminum radiator. That'll be better for performance anyways. But other than that, it looks awesome. This is gonna look so mean. Obviously, I only have one headlight in right now too, but let's go ahead and wrap this thing up, put it down on the ground, push it outside, because the guys are coming back tomorrow. So we wanna make sure the shop is nice and clean for them, and we'll finish this up over the next couple days. All right, go ahead. That sounds sick. All right, so guys, I'm so sorry we did not film that much towards the end. Gave you a little bit of a teaser, but over the next couple days, we will show you how this thing really sounds. It is freaking awesome. So sorry for kind of the cliffhanger here. Thanks again to CX Racing for providing a kit. Fit awesome. Any issues that we had was our fault. So shout out to those guys. If you guys want to see more of this, smash that subscribe button. While you do that, maybe give it a little thumbs up. We'll see you guys in the next video. All right, so guys, if you've made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you guys so much. And if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. But really, I wanted to just give you guys a last minute reminder that today, the 31st of March, is the last day to enter the throtl VIP sweepstakes for March. If you guys haven't heard, which I'm sure you probably have, we're giving away a Garrett turbo kit. Comes with a Turbo Smart wastegate, blow-off valve, intercooler kit, everything, or $5,000 to spend in new performance parts. So if you guys want to get entered to win, all you have to do is join throtl VIP. I will put the link in the description. Honestly guys, it costs less than $10. You get 10% off of every order. You get a bunch of other benefits. So if you guys have not checked it out, please go ahead, check out the site. And if you're not interested in purchasing it, please let us know why in the comments. What can we do to make this club even better? So with that being said, there is a new car coming onto the throtl YouTube channel. You guys will see that tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned. Tomorrow afternoon, there's going to be a new video, and I think you guys are gonna like it. So thanks again. Give this video a big thumbs up. We'll see you guys in the next one.